We've just arrived at the Serpent Sommet. You've got to see this. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it, Gary? Yes. Gosh, it's magnificent. This is definitely worth coming to. So we're just playing I Spy, and Gary's getting annoyed because I won. Because it was...
You make up the rules.
Yeah, I didn't make it up, right? So I saw a triangle sign, and I said, I see something beginning with T. It said tree, tarmac, all of that. Anyway, it turns out it was a triangle.
Yes,
so he thinks
not
I
triangle, 3 miles behind.
Well, it was there for quite a while when we saw it. So we'll do another one. Okay. And I'm just going to prove that he's rubbish at this game, and he doesn't believe it. So I spy with my little eye something beginning with B.
Balloon car.
No.
Oh, bridge.
No, and there isn't even a bridge.
Balloon sky. Well, there wasn't a triangle.
What's
Balloon sky.
No, not blue sky.
Boeing 747.
No, they're stupid answers.
I give up.
Did you give in already?
I give in. What is it?
It's belly.
I'm looking at the road and ahead. I can't even see my belly. Well, not
you
unless I
can.
glanced up.
I'm sorry, but we can both see our belly.
Just a big windmill.
I think we can just agree that I'm the better one at I Spy. He's so competitive. I couldn't give a shit if I was the best one or not, but it'll bother him. Wow. Here's the bridge crossing over to Saint Nazaire. It's beautiful. It's quite high though, Gary.
Isn't it?
It's a bit of a climb there, isn't it?
It's like that one in Oregon.
Oh God, it is like that one in Oregon. If you haven't seen our Oregon video, I'll put the link down below. It's brilliant. So we found a place to park, and it's literally just opposite the submarine base.
Behind me is the submarine pen in Saint Nazaire. Now in 1940, when the Germans came and overran Saint Nazaire, they looked for a place to put submarines. After the initial sort of look, in 1941 they started building. Now they built 16 pens in about 18 months. You can see how big they are behind me. That's an amazing sort of feat of engineering. But there was an Operation Chariot, which was the British commando raid, where a secondary target was actually the submarine pens here. And what they did was they drove a ship full of explosives into the dry dock and blew it all up, and that put a serious dent to the ability for Germans to carry out operations in the Atlantic.
This is what it looks like inside. It's obviously very worn, but my God, it's still standing strong. When you look at the Google reviews, they talk about homeless people living in here. The French don't want to know it anymore. Look at these berths. This is incredible, isn't it, Gary?
It's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, you can't even begin to believe how enormous this is. It's massive.
You can imagine all the activity here sort of 80 years ago with German soldiers and sailors rushing around, loading up the U-boats with torpedoes and sort of supplies, ready to get them back out into the Atlantic to cause disruption to all the Allied shipping.
There's some quite atmospheric lights up here that sort of got a pink colour to them. This looks like it might have been storerooms for each of the pens along here. You see the condition of the walls up there. But to be fair, this is an incredible structure. What I wanted to show you, it's Soldier on an Eagle. Isn't it gorgeous? It's really emotional. I don't know why. It's lovely. It's down right in front of where the Soldier on an Eagle is. There's a plinth which explains what it's all about.
Yeah, so effectively on June 26th, 1917, this was the landing place for the American Expeditionary Force who came to free France from the Germans on the First World War.
Wow. And it's on the plinth it says, in memory of the American forces who died for the liberation of France.
And it was paid for by every single state in America. They all contributed.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an absolutely stunning sculpture. This place here, right by the sub base, is on park for night. So Gary's nipped back to get the van. We're not parked that far. It's much quicker on his own, to be honest. And I'm sort of keeping the space. But look at our view behind. If we get this, it's brilliant, isn't it? Now there's some sort of exhibition going on in the sub base today, and it goes on for a few days. But anyway, if it's a bit noisy, it's a bit noisy. Decided to park up here, and I said to Gary, let me just check on Park for Night what people have written, just so I can be sure we can actually park here, because it seems too good to be true. And one of the reviews, and it's somebody English, has written, at first we were worried about safety because it wasn't the prettiest. It's actually fine, but it turned out fine! Exclamation mark. Not much to see or do around here though, but at least it's close to the beach. Not much to see or do around here. I mean, literally we are parked right outside the submarine pens. You can see it from the window. That's unbelievable, isn't it, Gary? We're like...
And behind me there's about a 10-screen cinema. Within at least
Fair enough,
2
that
minutes.
might be in French.
Okay, within 2 minutes walk, there's loads of restaurants all up and down that road.
And then those beautiful, the sculptures that we showed you earlier. I mean, I don't know how much you want to have near you. There's tons of restaurants and everything and a water view. So we're just leaving Saint Nazaire, and it was brilliant, wasn't it, Gary?
It was really an interesting town.
It was so much better than we were expecting. Although last night's sleep, hello, flipping Nora. About 4 o'clock in the morning, these kids were like having a right old party, like 2 metres from the van. Well, it wasn't that close, but it was quite close. And I had to wake Gary up because he was asleep. Luckily, he was awake then with me for the hour I couldn't sleep. But we moved the van in the end, didn't we?
We did, it was far too close to it.
Yeah. So we just moved it along the car park, to be honest. My advice is, it's a great place to go. It's a good parking spot. However, make sure there's nothing on right where the submarine station is. Because if there is something going on, it was noisy, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's what it was. It was a spill out for when that closed. They just went to their car and opened the boot and put a ghetto blaster on.
God. It was right 80s, you know what I mean? And they were all sort of like shouting, and it was like really like a football match or something, wasn't it?
Was.
Anyway, we lived to tell the tale. We didn't wake up till 10 o'clock this morning though, did we? We did have a bad sleep though. So we're on our way to Brittany. So what we'll do is we'll pick you up there in Brittany. It's pretty busy. Gary's going to go and see if he can find someone. See if they've got any space. But I'm not 100% sure, Gary. Looks chocker, doesn't it?
It looks very chocker.
They're fully booked, you say?
Fully booked, she said. No more space.
That's gutting, isn't it?
It's a bit of a shame, that, because it's a lovely place, isn't it?
This is perfect to get down to see the little house and everything, babes. Right, plan B, we need to find out where we're staying tonight or where we're parking for a bit, aren't we? Oh, that's the entrance to Camping Saint Cado. We came the other way. There's a car park down here, though. There is one spot for a camping car, which we've got. Now, we're allowed to be here till 10:30, and that's it. After 10:30, we have to push on. But wowza, we get to be here. That's what I wanted to come and see. Isn't that so cute? Oh, they're all on boats to go out and see it, Gary, but I think the tide must go out, mustn't it, honey?
The tide goes out and then you can walk across to it.
Oh, I really like that idea. This is really nice, but I'll be honest with you, for something that's really so quirky and iconic, it's got no atmosphere, is it?
No, it's very... Yeah, it's
There's no laughter. Christ, I tell you, you'd look out of place if you had a bloody laugh here. Yeah, it's got its own little piece of land around it. You can actually walk to it. But look, it's amazing, isn't it? Great statue here, looking out to the house, looking out to sea. That looks brilliant, Babs. So the house in the middle used to be the oyster farm house, and it was built in what year?
1894.
1894, and it used to be the home of the person that was guarding the oyster farm. Now, what you got over here is you got the Saint Cado Island, which we're just going to walk over to. It's a little lovely bridge that you go over. It's a gorgeous sight as you're just crossing over the bridge. Look at those lovely houses. That one there, it's a real sort of typical Breton house. Really cute little place, isn't it, this Saint Cado? Oh, Gary's taking a photo. Not saying I ham it for the camera, but oink oink. You walk around the island, which is very small. There's a beautiful little old church and an incredible monument. We're a little bit surprised at a bit of information you just read there, aren't you?
Yeah, so Saint Cado from this island, who was named after, was the son of the Prince of Glamorgan in Wales. Gave up a military career to take up the cloth.
Ooh.
Not sure I'd have done that.
They wouldn't have let you in, Gary.
Too many sins of the past.
Plenty more to come, Babs. Tiny little chapel down there, right by the water's edge. Looks a bit tricky to get down. It's like the church is open. For the church, you're not allowed to say anything when you go in. This has been good. It's a good little church in that, isn't it?
It's great. It's really interesting, isn't it?
I think if you're going to come down here, if you just want to tour it, you need to give yourself about an hour easy.
Yeah, easy.
If you want to take your time and mooch around. We've been here about 45 minutes now, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we're not gonna be able to stay here, unfortunately, overnight. So let's go and find somewhere to park. Don't know where we're gonna go. We think there's an air about like 15 kilometres away or something, don't we?
Yeah, but it's not gonna have mulled frites, is it?
It's not gonna have mulled frites. But maybe we should move on and go somewhere that's got a bit of mulled frites,
That's
Gary.
not a bad idea, you know.
Oh, Gary's singing off the same hymn sheet as me. No church pun intended. Really cute little gift shop, even on Saint Cado, and they've got loads of little bits and pieces, little tiny ornaments. It's all sort of beach themed, to be honest, but it's not badly priced. €7 for a mug, €6 for a mat. It's quite nice. Tiny little shops. It's lovely. This is the motorhome's parked just over there, and that campsite is literally just up there. Gutted we didn't book it, but anyway, we'll find something good tonight, Babs.
We will.
We always do.
We do always do.
Wow, beautiful French towns that we're driving through. It's a gorgeous French church. There's a sort of camping car air right by an e-cleric. Oh dear, it's a bit full. But that looks chock-a-block. There is a space in between them, but I wouldn't really bother with that one. We think we might push on or park at the back.
Go forward and then reverse over that.
Yeah, all right.
And drop.
Yeah. I mean, if you need to stop in one of these places on your way, they're all right, because you've got a supermarket and everything right by. It's not that bad, really, is it? Just for one night. Been driving around for ages. We're proper Mary and Joseph at the moment, and can't get in anywhere. Went to a really lovely location with a couple of airs, but they're all chocker. However, we seem to have found a little gem of a place. It's a Chateau, and we just had a little wander in to see what it looks like and if there was any spaces. Loads of spaces. It's €11 to get in. Very simple camping car pass. They're going to take it. They want a credit card payment. So you've got your machine here. You've just basically say first time in, and then you've got to pay tourist tax, and you say what it is. Anyway, it's really simple. It's in English, and it was €11. So Gary's just grabbing the motorhome. We're coming in. Looks like a really nice spot. This is which one it's called, so you can find it nice and easily. Here he comes. A really, really nice air. We can't believe how lovely and green it is. Yes, you need something. It'll give you a ticket with it. There you go. There's your barcode and your ticket. Oh, crikey. Got to be quick to get them out, haven't you? Anyway, so that was simple, wasn't it?
The receipts operation successfully. Okay, great.
And then we just drive in. Very easy. There's instructions in all different languages here. So that's nice and easy, isn't it?
It is.
And it was €11. So let's go and find our spot.
It's got electricity. Do we need electricity?
I think, it says it's got electricity. I don't know if all pictures have, but look how beautiful this is, everyone. There's loads of pictures. Now we're a little bit taken with this one here, right out the way, backing in. But do you want to drive round and down and just have a... Oh, it feels like we've got loads of choice.
I know.
This is so much better than some of those airs we've seen, like right on top of each other. Lovely and wide. Oh my God, this is amazing. There's not many people here as well. Oh, there's more up the top there. Maybe that's because that's electricity. Okay, so you go around here and then come that way. So let's just drive around. I mean, I'm quite happy to have that one at the end. So yeah, some of them have electricity. Some of them don't, but we might as well get it if we can get it. Those other ones didn't look like it, did they? This is really nice, Gary.
So there's electricity there.
What, in this one? I can't see it.
Next one.
Oh, the next box has got one. Oh, yeah, but it's...
Ours would reach that, no matter how far it was.
Yeah, I don't want to be facing right on top of someone.
Yeah.
That's been dug up, that, though. You
This
won't...
next one, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Yeah, that pitch looks a bit dug up. So what's happened is people have stayed there when it's wet. Oh, he's got a nice little setup, hasn't he? The kids, obviously the racer. Isn't this a lovely campsite?
It is lovely.
I mean, do we desperately need a lecky? I don't think we do.
There's no lecky over there.
Oh, we go round. And yeah, this is a great site. Happy with this, aren't we, Gary?
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great spot. I'll tell you what, €11. I mean, we went for a pitch that didn't have electricity in the end, but we're not that bothered. So, but this has ended up being really nice, and we've got a really private location. This is our view right into the woodland. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Talk about a feast for the eyes, all that lovely green. Right, time to get some wine opened. Pitch up for the night. Wow, listen to the birdsong. Brilliant. Slept really well. It's nice and peaceful. We're just going to have a little stroll. It's the Chateau. Well, I think that's the Chateau anyway, of its namesake. As you come in here, there's loads of places to walk. But look, amazing palm trees as well. Quite unexpected here. We're just at the back. Basically, the motorhome's through there, that way. There's lovely walkways and everything. You can walk all over. It's massive, isn't it? This is a really good place to come and stop. It's really quiet. Oh God, look at Nosy Bonk. Oh, flipping hell. Hope he doesn't try a door or something. We'll get kicked out, we will. The public swimming pool just as you come in. And there's a parkway, loads of walkways. We're not quite sure if that's for the air, are we, Gary?
No, I think it might just be in this area.
As their like municipal pool.
Yeah.
Then you've got like a children's play park. Here's the entrance to the swimming pool. But we had a bit of trouble finding a bin last night, didn't you, babe? You ended up having to go outside of here.
Yeah.
But we think this is a local council-owned site. They've sort of taken over the Chateau, haven't they?
I think so, yeah, because it looks like an office inside that's advertising all the local stuff that's on.
Okay. So we slept really well in that air last night. It was fabulous, wasn't it, Babs?
It was really good, yeah, really nice and quiet.
Yeah, it was all right. But guess where we're going now? We're off to the Valley of the Saints now, so really looking forward to this. This has been like right on our list, hasn't it, to come and see.
Now,
Just
yeah.
arrived at the car park, and it looks like it's €9 to park up, isn't it? Great big giant foot. As if enormous. It's quite steep actually, so if you do have accessible issues, you might find this quite difficult to navigate. Coming down to an air, but my goodness, it's tight. Rue de Fossey.
You have reached your destination.
Have we?
That's at the end of this road.
I mean, wow. It is a lovely location, but you wouldn't want something coming up the other way. Here it is, all down the seafront. Wow, Gary, that is beautiful.
At the far end, look.
There is some space at the far end. Looks fairly level, doesn't it?
It's down at the front, so we'd have to go on some ramps.
We're going to go face in, surely.
Face again, oh yeah.
Wow. Oh, you can hear the wine glasses clinking. That's really magnificent. We're over the moon with this. Are you putting the ramps on now?
Oh. Yeah.
So it's not very level, so Gary's going to put the ramps up there, look. And then we've picked a spot. Keep going, hun. You're on the second one, love. You can go up one more. Bit more. You're up. So that'll hopefully level us out a bit. I can't believe our luck. This is gorgeous. And what we can see is you can walk along the causeway to the island that's just here, look. Isn't that brilliant? Well, for our first sort of Northern Brittany coastal stop, this is pretty nice, isn't it?
It's not bad, is it?
No, we're really happy with this. We're probably just going to have a nice quiet night here, a little bit of a stroll. It's a perfect place to come, and it's free. So if you're going to come here, make sure you've emptied up everything. I haven't seen any facilities yet, have you?
Not yet.
If we see it, we'll let you know. But this is a really, really nice spot. So the tide comes in the evening. It's absolutely lovely. It's about 9 o'clock at night now. It's still light in the day. But you can see you can't walk across the causeway now. Join us next week for our final stint in France as we hit Normandy. Please give us a nice like if you enjoyed this video, or leave a comment. We do love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss any videos, ding-a-ling that bell. We'll see you next time, guys. We love you loads. Take care.